Hey guys, this is Kirop speaking, and today we are back in automation with the Lite campaign V3 opt-in beta. And this is the time where I need to go into your comments. Because I asked you last episode if that was a good idea, the Model 1. And of course I can't respond to your actual comments, because today we released episode 8. And this is, what would it be, episode 14? So, but I can always imagine your comments, so let me give it a go. Okay, first comment by Texan guy XX Murica. I'm so triggered. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your input. That is extremely interesting. I shall consider it deeply. Okay, done. Please go fuck yourself. Next one, please. Okay. The Archanans, I see, think that is the best idea ever. And for those of you who don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, let's just continue building our next sports car project with a 6-liter Boxer 6. Well, so far we have a monocoque steel chassis and front longitudinal mount, double wishbone front, semi-trailing arm rear, no torsion beam there, and we do have this monster, the B6 110, 105, 6000 S00. Let's have a closer look. Well, we have this beast of an engine. Yeah, that's real nice. Why doesn't the fill factor show up? Fill factor. Hello. Fill factor. Ah, there it is. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to note. That should show. The number should show up everywhere in the bar, not only in the family, because your choices in here actually change the fill factor, while they don't change the individual dimensions. Important to be noted. For instance, if you add a turbocharger, then that bar will fill up dramatically because of all the hot barbecuing pipes in your engine bay. But anyway, what a beast it is. What a beast of an engine it is. 6-liter Boxer 6, outputting 403 horsepower at 6,000 RPM, and maximum torque at, where is it? There. 3,700, but it reaches maximum torque basically at 3,100 at 560, and that is looking mighty impressive. Multi-point performance, yeah, this is all just fantastic. What do we say? Oh, the headers are slightly limiting us. Race headers would give us another 20 horsepower. Oh, long as well. Okay. Oh, this is a little tempting, I have to say. That is a little tempting, considering this is our first proper. Is it a proper race engine? That's the question. No, K-Rob, we are Archanans. We are Archanans, not Foranians. Please. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, okay, we beat it out of him. Now we're back to tubular headers, but of course we still need to listen to it. So. What does 400 horsepower out of 6 cylinders sound like without a turbocharger? Let's give it a rev. If I get the knob there. Hell yeah! Okay, that's proper muscle. That's something the Americans missed. They missed out on their 6-liter Boxer 6s. So now the only thing missing, the only thing in air quotes, is to actually build a car around this beast of an engine. And we shall go for the 2005 Coupe. Oh yes, sleek Archanan muscle. Why do we have a wing? I don't need a wing. But this looks... Yes, let's make a drag car. Or like stock car for the ovals. That is very shapeable. It's like la 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 la. Yeah, okay. I shall stop. There we go. Rear wheel drive it is, and we do want to. I mean, we have invested into advanced automatics. but the engineering time might be massive. Manual is so much quicker. So let's see if we can put in a manual. That 5 or 6 gears. We need at least 5. And this thing will be pretty fast. Viscous? Do we need a viscous? Ugh. Engineering time 12 months on top of all that. Yeah, that quickly gets very expensive. I would love to put in a geared limited slip diff, but I don't see that happening. We could go for the open first. Yeah, good idea. Maybe not. Radial tires, sports compound, 225s? That's not enough in year 2000. Let's morph it a bit and put some more wheel under there. Maybe this works. 255, 275. Alloy, of course. 18-inch wheels? Yeah, okay. The rims are large. 700s. Pretty big. The profile is 50. What do these guys cost now? That is looking a little scary. Is it really just 520? That would be acceptable. And here, no way leads around the vented discs. Probably 2-piston. Go for 275s? Or can we get around using those and put in solid discs? That would be... I think currently we might be able to because of some broken mechanics in here. I think there's something where the quality slider, could it be the quality slider? Subtracts immense amounts of brake fade, where it's like wrong by a few digits. So it would be instead of a reduction of 1%, it reduces it by 100% or something. I thought I saw something like that, but not sure. We shall see. For the rear, solid discs, 2-piston. It's probably pretty light in the rear, so let's go with a 1-piston setup and 250s. Yeah, 50 pad type sounds reasonable. And do we want more speed? Oh, we don't want more speed. I mean, maybe, but we don't know anything about speed. This is aerodynamics are completely foreign a concept to us. 50 airflow sounds good. Brake airflow, don't need that. And we make it a 2-seater. A sport 2-seater. And the highest we can go here would be... what would that be? Oh, Luxury CD has come down in price, pretty much. How about Premium CD? Yeah, that's what our muscle cars have, don't they? We could make it a lot cheaper here, though. Premium interior, just for 600? Or maybe luxury interior. No, get out. This is Archana. Okay, premium. Premium it is. Variable hydraulic, okay. Traction control and a... Well, that is some engineering time right there. A question I have is... do we have enough familiarity? Maybe we do. I mean, could try it out. Put that in. Or should we go straight... Ah, no, stability control. Holy shit. Stability control is at 66. That is way off. And we haven't even ever had anything but ABS in our cars. Maybe it gets around having anything. Let's go for ABS. Standard 90s. Suspension tuning. What do we do there? That is... I think that would be crazy going for active sports stuff. Progressive springs in a car like this. Well, yeah, we have engineered them so often, but nah, let's go standard springs and gas monotubes and passive. Dirt cheap. How does this thing get below 15 liters on 100k? That is very efficient. That must be the amazing aerodynamics. Whoa. Okay, yeah, that's some top speed right there. That is some top speed right there. So what is the actual top speed? Yeah, that's not a good idea. That makes the tires super expensive. Okay, watch this. So we are at 10.1k. And now let's reduce this down to 300. And there we go. Yeah, kind of helps if you don't have to pay for like the equivalent of P0s. The category Y tires, like the bracket Y type of speed coefficient. Yeah, that makes it a lot more affordable. And let's go first gear to 100. I mean, this beast has so much torque down there, i.e. power down there. You can easily drive that in first all the time. So, well, in first. No, not in first. You could probably get the same acceleration in second because of that. That is what I wanted to say, basically. You can drive it in any gear and have plenty of acceleration if you need it. So, that looks like some wheel spin, but it's well under control. It's well under control with our ABS. How much more do we gain if we have... not that much. So it's reasonably well controlled. And somehow I got the tire settings right too. This is... Oh, what? I haven't even tuned anything yet. Just getting the tires somewhat right. This is 100% sportiness. Okay. A bit too sporty in the tuner. Let's tune it like this. Actually makes it worse. At least partially. Can give it a bit more, not less, negative camber in the rear. And that... Oh, that was overshooting it. There we go. 153 in muscle. The brakes are woefully underperforming. Let's put 3 pistons in there and 2 pistons in the rear. And then play around a bit with that slider. But I am looking forward to the engineering table. That might look a little scary. What more do we need to do here? This is all looking fine. Maybe some more damper? Yeah, gives us a little bit more sportiness, but gets us on the low side of comfort, really. What was our fastest track-going car so far? Was it a 231, roughly? Let's test this one out and see what comes out. Alright, give it all the rubber you have. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, early shifting. Oh, over 100 kilometers an hour before the first bend. And let's see how quick it can go down the straight. To 30 to 40. Woo! That's pretty fast. And we get a time of 2:15.90. Not bad. Oh, the markets are all over this thing. It's very affordable. Oh, shit! Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. I've never actually seen how the penalties are working in the late game. As we devised them, like we changed around how the penalty system works and expanded on it before there was a playable campaign. So this was all just conjecture. But what it does here is it looks at the average market car and then looks at how much below or above you are in that stat. For instance, now drivability, which we're looking at a low drivability penalty of 7.8%. So it looks at the drivability of your car, compares it to all the other cars on the market currently in that market, and then says if it is below or above expectations. And, well, this car, especially in a category which requires a lot of drivability, that does play a role, and how much they do like that stat. They think 40 drivability, which in the 60s and 50s was perfectly fine, now sucks ass. And they don't really want to buy it anymore. But the other stats are very convincing to them, so they still go for it. Oh, this is perfect. Yeah, you can see that here. So this one has a rating of 26.9, while this one has a rating of 21.9. So 5% difference there. And they are not complaining. They are not complaining. The stat is high enough for them. because they are not putting that quite as much weight on it as the sports budget buyers. Alright, so this is the scary bit. For the engine, bottom end 68. Fuel system 54. But we do have familiarity in both, so it shouldn't be too terrible. We have 51 for the chassis. And then wheels and brakes are very high. And safety 64? What did we choose there? Really? No, that must be it must be reading some kind of wrong stat or so. We shall see what it actually is. But this looks like an impressive build, I would say. I quite like it. That's the Archana muscle of the 2000s. I think this one will be an instant classic. I think what we should do is to maybe grab this car and see what it is like when we put handmade stuff in it. Just a quick test. Just a quick test. We can always say to the Archanans, and it's like, oh, there's nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. We have that little factory in the Lure, yeah, but it's just for prototyping, you know. It's nothing going on there. Don't look too deep into that. And muscle premium, maybe. And that would be handmade and luxury city. We can't afford the new stuff, and the new stuff doesn't bring that much extra. Ooh, I've spotted something. They do want to have an advanced automatic. Yes, it's very good for comfort especially, but also for prestige actually, for whatever reason. Okay, the question still is, can we afford the engineering time? Oh, this is getting into supercar stuff. Yeah, that's not too shabby. But man, that's a lot more expensive. Wasn't that? Oh no, that wasn't that. It wasn't actually at 10k. That was just the material cost we were looking at before. So this is a rough calculation of labor costs as well. Just super rough, because at that point you don't really know. It's just yeah, very rough estimation. So I guess I have to actually destroy this car by making an advanced automatic out of it. Yes, the muscle car buyers are loving it, because they don't actually know how to drive. And, I mean, shifting and driving a corner at the same time is a little too much to ask for. So, there we go. Muscle car buyers are delighted by our advanced automatic. At least in... Where are we looking? That must be Gazmir, isn't it? Yeah, country selected is Gazmir. And we do have a lot of I'm going it familiarity in advanced automatic already, so it shouldn't actually be 43 months, but rather maybe 35 or something. You can see the power differential here. So we are outputting with a manual. We are getting 371 horsepower at the wheels. With the advanced automatic, we are getting 353, roughly. So that's quite the difference in power output. But I'm perfectly fine with the advanced automatic. It means slightly less wheel spin. One thing I forgot to check is how smooth this engine still is. Wow. Yeah. Inherently balanced configurations are blissful even when they are at very large sizes. This still has 67.5 smoothness, which is reasonably smooth. It's pretty good. Quite happy with our setup here. Now we need to find a name. Oh yes, this will be fantastic. I just spotted on the list of Slavic female names the perfect fit. The cringe is real. Xenia. Yes. Perfect. Especially for that time frame. Wasn't that the first... did it come out in the 90s? That was a 90s show, wasn't it? Warrior Princess. That was awesome. Oh, man. Good old times, good old times. So, yes, this is the Xenia. And we are going to put it into a new factory. Are we? Or is this a replacement for the Dragoon? Maybe we want to make a more normal thing for the Dragoon as a replacement. This is a little over the top. But then again, it's kind of going into the same categories. It would bastardize its own market, so... Nah, it must be a replacement. And let me save this and just head back out for a sec. How old is the... It's from 84! 92, it is a replacement. Certainly is a replacement, but that means that we need a lower spec version as well to cover the ponies. Okay, well, that makes things interesting. Of course, that needs to be a 4-seater then. Same engine? That is... Wow, that would be a lot of engine for that price point. Do we want to make another variant, just a down-tuned one? Yeah, probably. Probably a good idea. Let's edit the engine project and clone this variant and make it into a pony version. We could also go a little less aggressive, make it a 100-100 or something. That's still plenty of power. 4.7 liters. Yeah, that sounds plenty pony to me. And of course, we can go for... Oh, no, we can't. Wow. No, we can. We can rev it a lot lower than this. It doesn't have to rev that high. All the detuning going on. This is looking pretty good. Get rid of the knock again. 270 horsepower. Shitty curve here, though. Need to rev it slightly higher if you really wanted to. That's a stroke. So we can go a bit larger here instead. So let's go 4.5 liters at minimum stroke. That allows us to use the standard components. And we can get rid of the knock like this. And now we can even rev this thing. Because we got plenty more room there. So we can have slightly more aggressive cam. 270, oh, that's plenty. That is plenty. We'll probably increase when we are... Oh, single exhaust. Do we go for short cast? Nah, that's probably a bit too shit, is it? Reverse flow, though. And freeway, not a high flow. It's not required. Like, that looks pretty much spot on for me. We can go slightly higher in compression still. But look at that. Beautiful. Has very usable torque down here. It's very drivable. From below 2000 up to like 5k, it has plenty of power down low. And then it tops out at 252 horsepower at 5.8. So still very muscly in that sense. It's not super high revving or anything. But that is 20% efficient. Brings down the service costs a lot because we're no longer using the performance intake. Everything toned down, fuel mixture down and stuff. Solid. Okay, let's see. Ooh, exhaust might be a wee bit too limiting. Yeah, 261 instead of 252. Yeah, I think that's worth it. So now we can select an existing engine, the 4500 P00. Excellent. And let's create the pony version. We gotta select it though. Target, off. That is looking better. And now, advanced automatic as well. Yeah, everyone gets that because we're just being efficient. An overdrive gear. It's like, yeah, that's just to say that the other variants of this car would propel you all the way to the end of the last gear, while you are just stopping dead at 4th. So now for the interior, that should probably be boiled down to basic CD and standard. And 4 seats, or how many do they like? 4 to 5. Yeah, if we go 5, that might be a bit tight. But then we might be bleeding into Family Sport Premium, or Family Sport? Family Sport, there we are. Let's also grab that one. How do they like it? Okay, slightly better with just 4 seats. Makes sense. There's much more room in there then. We can make the drivetrain a bit less brutal as well. More drivable, more everyday drivable. Sports compound, probably not required. We do want to save costs wherever we can. Medium compound and... yeah, you don't need those massive wheels, do you? How about 225s, 255s instead? Or can we go square? That would save a lot of money still. And if sports tires, this is looking even fancier. Yeah, they do want to have equal size. Let's see if we find a good equal size, which brings it down naturally. 176.4. Some good... this brings us right to the maximum sportiness we can get. 17-inch rims instead. And what more do we need? Less brake. Yes, we can get away with 2-piston. Even better. A bit more cooling, because they do care, don't they? They do care about top speed though. So maybe not the best idea. How much do they care? 5%. Yeah. They do want speed. Do they want speed more than... they even are allowing you to dip a little into reliability penalty territory, but not much. So 177 it is. For now. Basic, standard, all looking good. Premium? It scores higher. But that bleeds too much into the muscle cars. So let's keep it at standard. Yeah. If you're ahead of the curve, then investing early into electronic stability control really is something for those sports cars. It just boosts your drivability value so much. It's crazy stuff. But it's realistic. I mean, even nooblets can drive a car with proper stability control. Drive a proper sports car with stability control. Yeah, I mean, like normal Archana cars won't be a problem, you know. But yeah, this one might. There's nothing to save here for for all that stuff. But maybe a bit more ride height. Oh yes, they do like that. As expected. It makes the car a bit more practical, and you can daily it all of a sudden. It's getting over curbs. So 179. Still just 5 degree of roll angle. Good setup. We could soften the springs and see what they think. Yeah, that's not bad. I think I like the stat distribution a bit better. And maybe less sway bar. Oh no, we do need to reduce it in the rear if possible. No, that's overshooting it. That's really in a nice sweet spot. Very complementary to the others we have built. Family Sport, another big segment, and Family Sport Premium. And I think the only thing missing now would be a convertible. So we shall take the mid version of this one and just clone the contents and then try what happens when we switch over to a convertible variant. I think there was one, even hardtop. Let's see here. Yeah, convertible. Hardtop. Excellent. There we have it. Oh man, it's so heavy though. I need some extra breakage. And I think they want to have 2 seats, right? Oh, okay. Now we have too much braking again. Oh, yeah, that's working. It even goes into convertible super. This is our target, convertible sport. So how are they doing? They do want to have equal amounts of drivability and sportiness. High amounts of prestige. Comfort is not quite as important as the driving stats, so I'm going to keep it there. So that these two are as high as we can make them. Comfort is negligible in that instance. Well, not really negligible. Still 11%. It's a pretty important part of the score. So you can't just kill it, but I think the sporty setup is better than the normal one. Oh yeah, we're losing loads of points there. So sporty one it is, but it can be optimized slightly. Made the spring slightly less stiff. Gives us a bit more drivability there. Can get the sportiness back up to what it's supposed to be. And I think I'm rather happy with this. Let's have another look at the interior. There's no way we can make this any more efficient. Premium and premium. It's excellent. Okay, the design work is done. Now, we need to set up the factories. We are going to steal the existing ones. This one. And I believe we can just leave all the settings as they are, because those have proven themselves to be extremely good. What I don't like, though, is the stat, 88.3%. What that tells me is that we might want to invest into getting a large factory instead. A large one. Can we? No! No, we can't. Ah, damn it. We only ever made this for a medium plot. So, not quite possible. Oh, we're very high with the automation level, though. That is why it's starting to go down as well. Oh, it's... Nah, well, bottom's out there, 89. And then from here it gets worse. Anyway, I think we can bite this bullet. It's like 12% higher costs than necessary. Okay, well, 12% less production as well, which sucks. That's a lot. But still, we're doing well. $6.50 per production unit is super good. These numbers look amazing. 360 in convertible. Super? No, convertible sport. What? In hyper? That is weird. And let's have a look here. Okay, entertainment, which means driver assists, are only 38.7. That's not too bad. What is really killing this a little is 4 trims and 3 big vectors in here. The chassis vector, drivetrain, and the entertainment, as well as the interior is pretty high. Different categories and stuff in there, different packages. So let's see what we can do. 95 months is a little too long. And we're still at 70 months if we're just taking away a bit from the reliability and max these. I think this is what we need to go for. Don't want to up the production units much for this. I would actually want to have this at like 60 or something. This would be much better. But no, I don't think we can afford that. That's waiting for another 8 months. And in 8 months worth of production, that is 800 million worth of profits. Ha! So much, yes.
Kerub, you have lost your soul. You are just wanting to make money.
And then I reply, damn yes. Damn, no, not damn yes. Kerub, words. Damn right I do. Yes, that is what the tycoon part is about. So, we are doing well here, the engines. I doubt they will be of the same, will have the same problem. Can steal that factory. Probably leave it as is. Oh, needs forge works. Boom. There we go. Add on. Yeah, easy. Easy. $4.52. Oh, shit. Well, that one is efficient. Oh, my. Okay. I didn't expect that to also be that bad. 95 there as well. Alright, we need to get this down. That's the same issue. There we go. Same settings too. What the hell? Oh well, would it? It would be that way if the starting time is the same. So the family just takes forever. It's unfortunate. So we didn't get... Why doesn't it show the familiarity we have from... Maybe that is never actually a thing and never affected? Or maybe it's just not loaded in. It's something to investigate. So, sign you off and continue. There we go. Oh, whoa! That looks like it's a very nice project. Let's drop this to 2 shifts. 8.6 billion in 6 years. If we lower the base price enough, let's see. Base price going down. It will be even more. Yeah, more margin and stuff. Can sell it cheaper as well if we wanted to. So, very, very nice. What does this project cost? Just a total of 3 billion. I've seen worse. That is pocket money. All right, sign you off. 70/70, perfect. There we go. The Archanan muscle supercar has been born. It is called the Xenia. All right, perfect. Let's just see how this goes with this economy. I really do want to find out if this now just crashes into oblivion or if it holds up a little longer. What comes next? Oh, the Zoya is already in... Ah, yeah, we have facelifted it. And we are currently working on a facelift of the Nevena as well. And the Olga is soon coming out. Yeah, let's check out how the Olga is doing. Oh wow, 430 million in profits. We just have 430 million in profits from one model. Yeah, that is a good number. And now the Olga is selling. What is 23,000 cars? 184. That should, come on, up the margins a bit more, please. Yes. If we select everything, we are filling 100% of those markets at our current market awareness scores. What is the market awareness? Not very high is the answer. But what is going on with the Nevena right now? Okay, still producing massive amounts. They're not the convertible though. Somehow they've dropped it. So I've given it a bit of a share again. Let's see what it does. And does it sell still pretty well, I assume? Oh. No, it doesn't want to be produced at all. Okay. Now it has climbed up to 12% now. Now that we're getting more awareness, can slowly up the margins. But man, these are so profitable. Oh, the economy is recovering. Yes. Look at that. It was forever shrinking at shrinking at 6% per year. Gasmia was doing pretty well actually, but Archana and the Lure were all the way down the drain, shrinking by like 6% almost per year for 3 years in a row, and before that it didn't look rosy either. So now for the first time they're climbing out of this mess. And there we are in year 2002. This is a big list of cars. It's hard to even keep track of this. So where are we going? Forward in time. We are going to the place where money doesn't matter. Alright, I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.